In this video, we show you the best small fifth wheel in 2023. Let's get to it. We share the best camping locations in the USA.
Hi guys, we hope you enjoy the video.
Check out our RV and camping related gear at our Amazon storefront. Link in video description. Folks, Melody and I are really excited to show you our new KZ Durango Half-Ton fifth wheel. It is a model D250RED. The way this video is going to flow, Melody's first going to take you inside. She's going to show you all the features on the inside of the RV. Then I'm going to take you on the outside of the RV. I'll show you the features on the outside of the RV, and then we'll move to my laptop and I'll go over some of the detailed information with you.
Okay guys, I'm standing in front of our brand new KZ Durango Half-Ton. We just picked her up a few days ago, and I'm going to take you inside, and the way you see it is the way we picked it up from the dealer. Lou's going to do the outside later to include how the steps go in and out of the rig. Come on, let's go in. Okay, here's the big reveal. Come on guys, I am so excited to show you our new home on wheels. Here she is, guys. We did this all sight unseen. Everything that we did was over the phone with our salesperson, Natalie. I was nervous, to say the least, that I wasn't going to like the colors we chose, but I tell you what, we love it. We're going to start over here. As you walk in, there's a little cupboard that you can put your coats in, or, you know, any little... You know, it's not real big inside there, but I was thinking that we're going to store Milo's dog food in here. We do have some hooks for our coats right here. And then got a nice shelf up here. And then over here, we have our microwave and our stove. And I have to tell you what, the oven is so much easier to light than our other fifth wheel, our Cougar fifth wheel. This is so nice. This pops up like this, and it lights up for you. And that's pretty at nighttime. It's real pretty at nighttime. And all kinds of cupboard space up here. There's a nightshade right here on this side, but on this side there is no shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Lou put up a curtain for me, and then we can just open and close when we want. I love, love, love this sink. Look how deep this is. I love it. And we have more storage under here, trash right there. There's plenty of room for pots and pans and cleaning supplies. And then we have more room over here. And then above you have storage up there. The fireplace, you can, it changes colors. So that is pretty cool, and we'll show you some video of that also.
So Melody and I are trying out the fireplace, and you know, it lights up. And it has a setting where it will cycle through the different choices you have as far as lighting goes for the fireplace. Isn't that cool? I like this one here, that multicolored one.
And just to let you all know, it does throw out a lot of heat. It is warmed up in here really quickly. Over here is our refrigerator. Not a bad size. And this is the pantry. It's deep, but it's narrow. So we're going to have to get inventive with how we're going to store things in there. But I love it. I absolutely love it. The table and chairs was an upgrade. The basic model came with the bench seating, and we didn't want that. So we upgraded to the tables and chairs, and it was a nice surprise that, I can't get it out, honey. The table extends to about this much further out. So plenty of seating space. The table extends. This extension you can store in here. But look at the extra room you get with the table. If you're having guests over and you need extra room for table seating, or if you're working on something, you can pull out the leaf and gives you that much more room. That was a neat feature. We were surprised to see that. So we're so glad that we got the 4 tables, or the 4 chairs and the table. And then there is hidden storage under your chairs. I showed you the oven. Let me turn that off. Let me show you this feature right here. These recliners. The recliners are heat, and they even have a massage feature on them. And then you just push a button, and out we go. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize they went out this far. There we go. I love it. So let me put it back in. And there's also a place where you can charge your phone right here. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, so you're not shoving your hand down in there. When I have my rings on, my rings would get caught. So now we don't have to worry about that. And the, what is this called?
That's where the circuit breaker box is.
Okay, that's the circuit
Fuses
breaker.
and circuit
Okay.
breakers.
And I guess the guy that gave us the overall on this said that when something blows, it'll turn red, so you don't have to, figure out. So that'll make it much easier for Lou if we have a problem with one of the fuses. But we have more storage in here. And let's see. This is the control for the solar. The solar was also an upgrade on our rig. I forgot to mention the fireplace didn't come with it, but we wanted one, so that was also an upgrade. And then upstairs we have our bathroom. We don't have to replace the thing because it's got one of those, what do they call them? The pause button on the shower head.
And it's a nice high quality water saver shower head,
And then we have hooks for towels, robes, whatever, and then the toilet. Nice deep storage here for linens and towels. Medicine cabinet. And I love the sink because we have so much more room than we did in our other one. Storage underneath, and then we can use this for storage. I can put my curling iron and brushes, hair dryer, and that kind of stuff in there. And then over here is the control panel for the water heater, because it's, what's it called?
It's a tankless...
Tankless hot water heater, yeah. So this will control that, and then we'll show you outside about the thingy for that. And then this is the bedroom. Now I'm going to be changing out the linens. This is what came with it. Storage over the bed on both sides. There is a USB port here. There's outlets back there. The headboard's not bad, and if you want to put little knickknacks up there. Over here. Now this part here is the slide out. This will go out, or when we go to move, it'll come in. But this is all storage in here. And then down here we have 2 drawers. Now this is the hookups for the washer and dryer. We are not going to go with a washer and dryer. We are going to use this for storage. TV is an upgrade. And this is the on and off button. Oh, and then we had a second air put on. And this is the control for the second air in the bedroom. Let me show you this. This is so easy to get up. In our last one, I had a heck of a time. And this one is much deeper. So you could fit a lot of stuff underneath here. And I tell you what, this mattress is one of the foamy ones, and it's actually real comfortable. So I don't think we're going to need to replace it or put the topper that we had on our old one in here. We will have to wait and see. Now, another nice feature that I like about this unit is the only carpet that is in this rig is in the landing right here on both sides. Everything else is this type of flooring. So I do want to get an area rug. We had an area rug in the other one. I took that one inside, but I want to get something with maybe a little pop of color for in here. But I can't tell you how happy we are with this. I was so excited. Like I said earlier, I was nervous because we did this all sight unseen. But what do you think? What do you think, guys? Oh, skylight. And Lou, do you want to explain that to him?
That is a Max Air, and it's remote controlled, so you can open the hatch up and set your whatever setting you want on it. And then when I get on top, when I show you on top, I also had Max Air covers put on at the dealership before I took possession of this new fifth wheel.
And if we're not here and it starts to rain, it will close automatically. But there's the remote. Everything's done by remote with it. So, the oven isn't real big, but you know, that's okay. We have a toaster oven that we had bought, so we will be taking that with us. We still have to make it on our own. You know, like I said, I want to get a rug. I want Lou to put up a curtain right here. Because at night, during the day, you can't see in, but at nighttime, people can see in. So, but oh, let's show them the shades. And I want to point out too, I noticed this yesterday. This has got like a wood molding around it, which is nice. But these are the blackout curtains.
Oh, and show them the feature for Milo so he doesn't scratch the screen.
Oh, we had to put one of these on the other fifth wheel because Milo would scratch at it. And, you know, it was starting to show. So this came with it. So it's real nice. And then it's prepped for the Lippert thin shade. So we're going to get a shade to put on that because, you know, with the sun coming in. But I love this. I love the frame that's put around this. The solar did come straight from the factory. It's called the off-grid package. But we knew, you know, you all know we like to boondock, so we wanted to have our solar. So they were able to do it for us, so now we don't have to worry about having it done. And they also did provide the 2 lithium batteries to run the solar. So we're happy. We hope you've enjoyed this tour. And now Lou's going to show you the outside. He'll get up on the roof and show you that. Show you the solar panels we had installed. But we cannot take it out, can't wait to take it out for our first trip. So we hope you all like it.
Okay, folks. Well, now we're going to start the tour of the outside features of the RV. You can see the solar panels up on the roof, and I'm going to walk you up there, and I'll show you toward the end of our outside tour what it looks like up there. And I'll give you a good look at those solar panels. What makes this, there's many things that makes this one of the best small fifth wheels. I think it's the best small fifth wheel in 2023. We looked at quite a few models, quite a few different manufacturers. We're really happy with this KZ Durango Half-Ton fifth wheel. I'm giving you this angle of the RV because it demonstrates just how short it is. This fifth wheel is 29 feet long. I believe it's 29 feet 1 inches. I'll pull the specs up toward the end of the video and show you. But it is compact, It pulls like a dream, folks. Much easier than my previous fifth wheel. Even though it's built lightweight, you don't sacrifice anything in terms of quality. I'm really impressed with the quality of this RV, both inside and out. So I'm going to take you down here. I'm going to open up all the doors and start walking you through the features on the outside of this new 2023 KZ Durango Half-Ton fifth wheel. So on the front of the fifth wheel, you'll notice these lights, these orange lights. This looks really nice at night. And in my desktop presentation, I have many photographs of different features of this Durango Half-Ton fifth wheel. And I'll be showing you some pictures at night of what that looks like. But this is the storage area, and the way I had this configured, there's nothing in there. So that's all usable storage, and that is deep, folks. So, and you'll notice there is no spare tire in there. I'll get to the spare tire here in a moment. But that's not where the spare tire goes. So that's all usable space. There is an option from the KZ manufacturer to put a propane powered generator in there. But I don't need that the way I camp. I have other means of generating power when I'm boondocking. So that's all extra storage, folks. And I didn't have that in my other fifth wheel because that's where my battery bank was. So where's the battery bank on this one? You have your own separate lockable door, and I like these. These are specially keyed entries. It's not the 751 key. And so you have 2 lithium batteries in here. The way you see it is the way I received it from the factory. You have 200 amp hours of battery storage here. So that's going to be enough for what Melody and I do. We do all kinds of different camping. You'll see this is a 30 amp MPPT Smart Solar Charge Controller from Victron. And on the inside there's a Victron panel, but they also have an app, and I'll show you in the desktop presentation the app that goes with this, and that's usually what I use to monitor the battery. Even on my other fifth wheel, that's what I used. You have a battery disconnect here. This disconnects the battery from the entire coach. So you just flip that over, and that's your battery cutoff if you're going to do some work where you need to shut all the power off. So from the 12-volt system. And let's see. Let's go over here and look at all this storage in here. Pass-through storage, and that's all usable, folks. Again, no tire taking up room. It does have a JBL system, and we tried it out. It's mounted right under the television set on the interior of the RV, and it sounds great, folks. It has speakers wired up, stereo speakers inside the RV, and you can Bluetooth from your phone to the JBL system and get some decent sounding music or podcast, whatever you're listening to. And another feature I like in here is right by the batteries they have all the solar components. So this is your all your solar components in here. I already show you the charge controller, but this is the converter that converts it over to 110 power for you. And oh, by the way, this is all wired in. Let's see. Oh, your Victron, some of your Victron equipment's up there. So you can get to everything. I guess that's what I want to point out to you here. You don't have to dig behind the underbelly to get to all these major components, electronic components. They have them readily accessible for you right here. And okay, so this is the, they have a little JBL speaker for you if you want some outside music as well. So something I want to show you on this cargo pass-through, the storage area. You have this shelf right here that has hard plastic. It's just not like particle board with a carpet over top of it. This is a hard plastic surface area where you can store stuff. Now, let me walk you over on the other side of the storage compartment. We'll pick up over there. So on this side of the pass-through, you're going to have all your controls for water. And what I like about KZ is they put this big, large print diagram up here. It tells you what switches to flip. If you want to sanitize your system, if you want to flush your black water tank, if you're winterizing it, it'll tell you which way to flip those switches. This is where your city water connection is. That's also how you fill the fresh water tank. There's no separate fresh water fill. And I'll show you another feature that pertains to this in just a minute. This is your black tank flush. This is an outdoor shower, and it did come with a hose extension that plugs in here. And here's your TV cable and satellite cable hookups, and you have a 110 plug out here as well as a light right there, so you can see what you're doing. If you're winterizing the vehicle or the RV, this is your siphon hose. This is your siphon hose right here, and so you'll stick this down in the antifreeze bottle, and that's how that's the siphon hose, and that's also how you're going to feed your chlorinated water into your fresh water tank through that siphon hose if you want to sanitize your fresh water tank. So, and then on the topic of the fresh water tank, you see down below here, you see these two red hoses. Those are overflow hoses. And so you hook your fresh water connection up to the connection I showed you on top. You let it run, and when it's full, that water is going to come right out these red freshwater overflow tubes. And so that's how that works. There's no separate tank fill for the fresh water. So here, this is how you feed your hose. You feed your hose or your TV cable up through there, and it just pops right up through there, and that way you can close your hatch. Well, I really like, there's a lot of storage in there, folks. Lots of room for storage. If you notice, there's no spare tire in there. I'll show you where the spare tire is located, so you're not wasting space. I like this magnetic connection they have. It goes right up here, nice and solid. You got to tug on it to get it loose, nice and solid. Over here, this is going to be your propane. I already had it open. This is your propane. You have two 30-pound propane tanks, and you can switch them over here. I always keep one off, the one I'm not using, and that way, because this particular configuration, it will automatically switch over to your other tank. I don't want that. I want to know when one tank is dead, empty. So when I stop getting gas inside the RV, I know to come over and open the tank, flip it over to the other tank, and then I can get the tank that's empty filled. So there's your propane right there. Right above the propane, you're going to see a control for the auto level system. That was another option that's offered by KZ. I've had auto level systems before. I really like the auto level. You can see this is the jack right here. This is your electric driven jack that comes down, one of them that auto levels your rig. And anyhow, this is the control for it. I'm not going to go through how to operate it, but I have operated it. It works pretty slick. And there's also an app, and I've already downloaded the app on my phone for this KZ Durango fifth wheel, and you can control a bunch of different devices using that. I believe they call it an all-in-one app. So I will go over that app with you in the desktop portion of this video, as well as some other apps. Right here you have the, this is the Furrion tankless hot water heater. So I'm not going to dwell on that. There is an outside light here. And 50 amp is an option. This rig standard will come with a 30 amp. This is a 50 amp connection. I'm running 2 air, so I do need the 50 amp service. The slide. I love this heavy duty slide system they have. That's going to work well, folks. Nice and solid. Durango Half-Ton decals. Love those decals. On this side, what I want to show you is this is one of 2 dumps that you have. This is for the kitchen sink. The kitchen sink has its own gray tank, and this is the dump for the kitchen sink. This is the pull for it right here. And while we're on that topic, while I'm here, let me catch this. This is that's another one of the auto leveling jacks right there. But you see where your spare tire is, and check that clearance out. It way above your axles, your trailer axles. And so that tire's not taking up space anywhere where it's going to detract from your cargo carrying capacity. So I like where that spare tire is mounted. I want to take it back over here. I forgot to show you where this is the main dump tube for your black and gray water tanks. And then your pulls are right here. This is for the black. The black is for the black tank. The silver is for your gray water. And we'll go over capacities when I go to the laptop presentation. So now we're at the rear of the RV. And what I really like about this KZ Durango fifth wheel is it comes with a tow package. This is a full 2-inch receiver, and you have an electric plug right here, standard electric plug for your lights. But what I'm going to use this for is I have a cargo carrier with a 2-inch receiver. I plug in there, and I'll be able to carry my primary 50 amp cord and a extension cord if I need more extension cord to get to the electric hookups. And I keep those right on the back here, so it's nice and handy. And so right now, we're going to go up on top of the fifth wheel. I'm going to show you the factory installed solar system, as well as the other features up on top of the rig. I have 2 max air covers, and this is the main air conditioner. And there's the skylight in the kitchen that you saw down from below. And these 2 solar panels, and let me tell you folks, these are new technology, the latest technology in solar panels. Supposed to get even when the sun angle is off, and even on a cloudy day, they'll draw on more power. But nice solid connections. Really happy with these solar panels, the way they came from the factory. Each one of these solar panels is 220 watts. So I have 440 watts of solar. I have 200 amp hours of lithium battery down below. And that is plenty for what Melody and I do. Folks, Melody and I do all kinds of camping. We camp at federal and state park campgrounds, private RV parks, and we boondock. We dry camp off-grid. But when we do that, here, let me turn the camera around. When we boondock, folks, there's a reason for that. And it's usually because we want to go to a place where it's just dead gorgeous. There's hiking, interesting hiking, something to see in the area. This is when we boondock, we dry camp. And either that or when we're in transit, sometimes we'll dry camp. So I had an awful lot of solar put on my last rig. In fact, I had just about $8,000 in a solar system on my last rig. And I probably went overkill. So I'll tell you, this solar system, as I've shown it to you, and it's connected up all house. All those 110 plugs in the house, they're hot when I'm off grid. It automatically switches over to the lithium batteries, and so that makes it nice. You don't have to go running extension cords. All those 110 plugs are hot. Both TVs are operable. The solar system does not operate the microwave, nor the air conditioners, nor would we want them to. So, but all your normal 12-volt stuff will operate, and then all those 110 plugs in the house, as well as the TVs in the RV, they will operate as well off of that solar system. But this is the best of both worlds. We have two air conditioners. Sometimes Melody and I, I'm going to show you. It's a low-profile air conditioner that's on top in the front, and that's to reduce the overall height clearance of the RV. That was an option. Just having an air conditioner in the front was an option, but then KZ gives you another option. You can go with a low profile air conditioner, and that's what I did. So anyhow, when we boondock, it's for a reason, and this is a sweet spot, this RV. We go to Florida, Southern California, Southern Arizona in the wintertime. You can have days when it's in the upper 80s in those areas. And so you do need a second air conditioner. Many times you do. And so we're prepared for that in our new KZ half-ton fifth wheel. And we can also go off-grid. And all this is straight from the factory, folks. So I'm going to finish up on top. This is the skylight in the bathroom. And that is the max air cover I had put over the bathroom vent, the fan vent. And this is the low profile air conditioner that KZ installed. And the low profile air conditioner gives you several more inches of height clearance. And again, I'll go over the specifications with you in the desktop portion of this video. Final thing I'm going to cover on the roof is that does come with a King antenna. I did do a channel scan on both televisions. It gets all our local channels crystal clear. So real happy with the antenna that comes from the factory on the roof. And again, that's made by King. Before we go over to the entry door side, and I'll give you a tour over there, this is the wardrobe slide. The wardrobe Melody showed you on the interior. This is the exterior, and it is a Schwintek slide. Look how huge this awning is, folks. There's a lot of seating area on this side of the steps. That is a huge awning. That's going to provide a lot of shade. This is going to work well. On the entry door side of the RV, First thing I want to point out to you is it's cute more than anything. You see leash latch? So Milo has a leash latch. He won't be on a leash there. He'll be in our laps on when we're sitting outside. But it does come with a nice little latch, and it does say bonus beverage opener. So hey, if you have a Sam Adams, you can pop your bottle top right there. And let's see. These are the steps. So these are the steps that came with the RV. I have a camera in my left hand. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Okay. So, yep. Goes right up in there like so. Okay, and you want to make sure that it doesn't come back and crack you in the head. And that locks in there just like that, see? It automatically locks. And if I want to pull it down, then I just pull that out and the steps will come right down. But that's the way, that's how you access your steps. And the door shuts right behind. And they have a nice long little handrail here for you. And that's your steps and entry door. Well, folks, what you see on your screen is our new KZ Durango Half-Ton Fifth Wheel, model D250RED. This is at nighttime. It's sitting in our driveway. You can see what it looks like all lit up. So why did we go with KZ? Well, we like the floor plan. It's compact. KZ is known for their quality. It's an Amish-based company. Dealers love KZ. They don't bust their chops on warranty claims. And there's a 2-year warranty that comes with a KZ fifth wheel. Bumper to bumper warranty. And this is, you didn't have to pay extra for it. I didn't have to pay extra for it. It comes with the new KZ RV. So this is why we went with KZ. Now, we bought this sight unseen. So I couldn't find that model number with the things we wanted on it anywhere in the United States. So what I did is I called the factory. The factory referred me to Hartville RV in Ohio. It's up in Amish country, on the suburbs of Akron is where it's located. And so Melody and I started this process about 7 months ago. We called the factory. They pointed us to Hartville RV, and I worked with a salesperson by the name of Natalie. And Natalie is just, she was wonderful. And I'm a stickler for detail, folks. And we went over everything, blow by blow, option by option, with Natalie. We even did the trade without me even driving up to Ohio. I sent Natalie photographs of my RV. They gave us a wonderful trade-in on our RV. Now, mind you, I take good care of the RVs that we own. They're well maintained, and I did have a good solar system on that RV. But they gave us a great trade, and everything was exactly as they told us it would be. I drove up 2 days ago to Hartville RV for the very first time. I pulled my empty 2019 Cougar fifth wheel up there, dropped it off in the parking lot at 11 a.m. Melody and I went to an Amish restaurant with Milo, and we had lunch, and I retanked up my my Dodge Ram with diesel fuel. We went back at 1 p.m. for a walkthrough of our new KZ Durango fifth wheel. Well, like I just told you, we purchased this Durango fifth wheel, special ordered it, sight unseen. This is the first time we're at the dealership now picking our Durango half-ton fifth wheel up. Melody wants to check this thing out. This is our first time going into this floor plan, period, let alone our own RV.
Wipe your feet. Oh my God. Honey, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You like it?
I love it.
At 4 o'clock, we were pulling out of the lot. Everybody, not just Natalie. The owner even came out. Jeff. Jeff is like, there's two brothers that own Hartville RV. It's family owned, and you can tell that because just the way all the employees, it seemed like all the employees had pride in this place. Anyhow, we had a very pleasant buying experience. We're very happy with our KZ Durango fifth wheel. And so there's a couple things that I promised you. I'm going to show you the specs. I'm going to be putting up some photographs while I'm talking here. But there are two apps that came that I've downloaded that I use with the fifth wheel. And the first one is that all-in-one app. And that should be on your screen right about now. And you can control the auto leveling system, all the lights. You can run your slides in and out. I like sometimes to go watch the slide instead of being there at the main controls. And there are main controls inside the RV in the hallway, and I'll throw a photo of those up for you. But this is a well thought out RV, this KZ Durango fifth wheel. And the all-in-one app is a must-have. There is a second app that I use, and that is the Victron app. And this is so you can monitor your battery level anytime, really, but particularly if you're off-grid and while your solar system's active. And so I'll put that app up for you, and while you're off-grid, you can tell how much it's drawing, how much is in your battery, and all that. So those are two useful apps, but this is, in our opinion, the best small fifth wheel on the market in 2023. I'm going to put up a photograph of Natalie and Jeff. Jeff, I believe, is the oldest brother. They took very good care of us. So if you're looking for a Durango fifth wheel, the number's on the screen. Give Natalie a call. We travel all over the United States in all kinds of different camping situations, but there's one commonality in all the places we go. We look for free and affordable RV camping. That's what our passion is, free and affordable RV camping. And we like to share those locations with you. Most of our videos are like that, and if you're interested in that kind of content, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you do that, we will see you down the road.